Should you buy Bitcoin or should you buy Jasmy coin? This is going to be a very detailed video explaining why I believe you should buy Jasmy over Bitcoin. And the goal is what's going to give me a higher return on investment, right? I think a lot of us look at the crypto market as in we gotta hold Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only thing. And a lot of people don't understand that altcoins actually will run much harder than Bitcoin will, okay? And altcoins will give you a higher return than Bitcoin will. I'll give you an example. Right now, Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin does a full Fibonacci retracement from the last cycle's peak. And the last cycle's peak, which we had a double top, obviously, right around 68, 69,000. If we do a full Fibonacci retracement, that would get Bitcoin to a $240,000 Bitcoin, okay? So how much would your investment increase? All you do is take 240,000 divided by 65,000, and that's a 3.6x on your money, right? So you put $1,000 into Bitcoin today, you could potentially turn it into $3,600. You put $100,000 into Bitcoin, which would probably be safer, right? A lot of people like Bitcoin also because it's more of a safe investment than something like Jasmy, possibly. But I do think Jasmy will have a higher return, and I'll show you in a second. But let's say you put $100,000 into Bitcoin right now at 65,000, and let's say it gets to 240,000. Well, you turned 100,000 into 360,000. So that might be the max I think that Bitcoin can get this cycle. And I'm gonna show you a chart that I found on X that is going to tell you exactly where this person thinks Bitcoin's going to top at. And then I'm going to get into Jasmy and the details of that as well. So I found this to be interesting. You can see this person's name is right here. This did not come from me. I found it from someone else, but I wanted to share it with all of you. This is the 2014-2017 cycle. The halving happened and then it exploded. Now, so of course, Bitcoin supply will be cut in half. So people are gonna FOMO in, and obviously the supply is less, so Bitcoin's price will move up after the halving. That's what it's done the last 3 cycles. And that's what everyone assumes will happen this cycle. And maybe Bitcoin goes to the freaking moon and it hits $1 million like Kathy Wood says from ARK Invest. But what do you think the altcoins will do if that happens for Bitcoin? Now, I just think it'll do a full Fibonacci retracement up to about 240,000, which is about a 3.6x on your money today. So this chart is a little behind. We've actually gotten much higher before this halving. We've actually touched the top of 69,000. We made actually new all-time highs for Bitcoin, which is crazy. It's never done that before. You could see the previous cycles, we never made new all-time highs before the halving. So this is where we're at. What if we get to this green box right here? Well, this is in the multiple 6-figure range. High 6-figure range is what this person is saying could happen for Bitcoin. And maybe it can. No one really knows. I mean, people are claiming that Bitcoin's gonna be $1 million one day. Great, that's like a 11x on your money, maybe 12x on your money. Awesome, but what's gonna happen to altcoins then? This is why I'm a big believer in having multiple coins. I trade in and out of different cryptos. Of course, if you wanna learn more about that, you can join the Patreon down below for literally $10 a month. I mean, my biggest win so far, AGIX, Dogecoin, called at 7 cents. aioz called at 14 cents. aioz right now is at 92 cents, okay? And there's a lot more that we're talking about. And we use very simple strategies based off volume, RSI, and Fibonacci. Now, am I saying you shouldn't hold Bitcoin? No, for sure. If you want to hold Bitcoin, I think it's definitely a good crypto to hold. It's the #1 crypto out there. It has the biggest market cap out of all cryptos, and it's definitely safe, right? But if you're trying to get these massive returns, and if we just take a conservative price target of, I believe Bitcoin's top could be around 240,000, just based on Fibonacci alone, and I could be totally wrong, and this is not financial advice to tell you to buy or sell any cryptos or stocks out there, that's only 3.6x. Let's look at Jasmy. Jasmy, the last 7 days is up almost 20%. You can see below me, we hit lows of almost $0.015, and now we're trading at exactly around 2 cents, a little almost 2.1, okay? I believe Jasmy will hit 13 cents at least. I think for us to hit 13 cents, we have to get to a $6.4 billion market cap, and that's it. $6.4 billion market cap. If the supply stays the same at 49 billion, this is a 13 cent crypto. okay? And obviously that lines up with Fibonacci also, which I've talked about with you guys on this channel. Now, Jasmy could do much higher returns, okay? But Bitcoin gets to 240,000, that's a 3.6x on my money. Jasmy gets to 13 cents. What is that? That's a 6.2x on my money. So it's double what Bitcoin can give me. And Jasmy could go parabolic, right? I mean, you never know with these smaller market cap coins. Jasmy's only at $1 billion market cap. I mean, 6.4 billion isn't necessarily the top. So again, the halving's coming up. It's going to be a very bumpy ride. We could have dips like what you've seen right here. Last halving, well, one of the halvings ago, this happened, and then a massive rip. So expect that. Don't be worried about that. Just know long term, at least the next 6 months to 9 months out, Bitcoin should move much higher if history repeats itself. Altcoins should move much higher if history repeats itself. The question is, would you rather hold Bitcoin or would you rather hold Jasmy? Now, I think if you have a lot of money invested, I think you should have a bunch of different coins. Okay, depends. If you're playing with $1,000, then maybe split up that $1,000 into certain altcoins that you like. Maybe even Bitcoin. Maybe if you believe that Bitcoin can hit $1 million one day, that might be your safest bet, right? But if you're trying to get 10, 15, even maybe 20x returns on some of your investments, and I think aioz is definitely a coin that can get us there. If you bought when we bought at 14 cents, you're gonna have to diversify your money a little more. I don't think Bitcoin's gonna give you a 15 to 20x. Could it eventually do a 10x? Sure. That's about a $650,000 Bitcoin. Could that happen this cycle? Maybe. No one really knows. But conservatively, I do think Bitcoin can get to $240,000. That's based off what has happened before with Fibonacci. And I have to look at the total market cap. I do think the total crypto market cap will get to 6 to 7 trillion this cycle. I think a lot of money is going to start to flow into crypto. I've listed my reasons why. One being that the Bitcoin ETF was approved and big money can actually come into crypto now. These are my reasons. Let me know down below what you think. Are you buying Jasmy? Are you buying Bitcoin? What coins are you buying? What do you think has a solid return, but is also a safe investment, right? You don't want to hold the bag. You don't want to go all in on one crypto. I mean, that's not what I would do. That's why I hold several cryptos. And when they pop off, I take my profit and I tend to put that into other cryptos that I think are undervalued with the place that we're at today. So I appreciate you guys. I hope this was valuable information for you. I hope you have a great Sunday. Please feel free to share the video, leave a comment, drop a like, and we'll absolutely see you on the next one.